Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Manor Lords, where the royal tax is currently 300 gold. We have 415, so we should probably consider getting our retinue replenished in some manner here in Walbrand, and we would customize this. So currently, we don't have any way to change these, right? Right. I mean, we can change, like, this, but it doesn't really matter. So we can recruit our men-at-arms here. We can do it again. So that'll bring us up to 4 out of 24, and we can customize all of these people in our retinue, but I don't think there's any reason to. We can upgrade their armor. That's interesting, for sure. Okay, let's close this. We have 315 gold. The royal tax is 300 gold, so that'll be fine. Now, back over here, we're going to need to build at least a base level manor at some point, and that's absolutely fine. I'm thinking that we would put our manor somewhere around here. We don't have enough goods to do it right now, and that's understood. So we're going to need some population growth down over this way. That's fine. And then up here, this farmhouse is now finished. We do want some additional population growth here as well. These burgages are underway. But it's clear to me that we need more farmers because, I mean, it's June. And we're sowing this field. That's a bit of a problem. So we're definitely going to work on that. This farmhouse is going to get more people over time, but we're also really working on getting our armies ready to go. We're going to need them. We're going to need them. So this is all absolutely fine. Up over here, we've sown this field. Yeah, this was all going to be fairly delayed. That's understood. Cool. So that seems fine for the time being. Now, what is our regional wealth here? 394? Okay. I definitely think that we should consider exporting more here, but what would we want to export? What do we have that is reproducible? I mean, we've got flour. I wouldn't like to export flour if I could help it. Tools might be a good thing to export, if that actually works. I don't know that it does. So that's something that would be potentially interesting to export. Planks is, I think, a reasonable thing to export. We do have some exports going on here. So for now, this is fine. We do want to get these burgages finished up. Okay. Also, I don't know what's up with this tree. It's been chilling there for a while, and it goes away when we zoom out. It's a very large tree. Maybe if we build burgages over it, it'll clear out. Maybe. That'd be neat. So that would be a burgage, like, up over here or so. And then we would take that to about here. Did that clear it? The camera snapped over here. Okay. Weird. It did not clear it, but we'll keep an eye on that situation. Okay, so we finished up a burgage plot down over here. We have a number of these being built right now. That's all good. So we have a family in the mining pit right now. We're going to put a family in this mining pit and then a family in the stonecutter camp as soon as we have enough people. Oh, we have 2 families in the hunting camp right now. I feel like that's not necessary. Let's pull one out of there and put them in this mining pit to get this clay dealt with. Also, we should probably build some temporary structures here. Well, we should definitely build a wooden church. We could put that in over here, but we don't have enough goods. Okay. So we need somebody in the saw pit, I feel like. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that we need here. But I would like to put in a smithy, or no, I would like to put in a bloomery out over here. This is a temporary structure. And then I would also like to put in a clay furnace right up over here. Again, a temporary structure. We'll get rid of those once they are fully done with these surface deposits. So that'll be fine. It will take some time to get all that construction completed. Although, we don't need people working in the farmhouse until September. So I'm going to pull them out of there and put them on construction for the time being. So that sounds absolutely great. We've finished sowing this field, right? What are you guys doing? Gossiping? They are indeed gossiping. Perfect. Okay, well, that seems fine for now, I guess. Up over here, we have not yet constructed our manor upgrade. That's fine. It's not super shocking. We do have a good number of sheep over here, and we're producing a good amount of wool, so that seems great. Now, down over here, how are we doing on the sheep? These sheep are supposed to be multiplying. Okay, so that's a lamb. That's a lamb. That's a lamb. That's a sheep. Cool. Well, we've got some construction finishing up, and that is wonderful. The wild animals here are currently at 10. Yeah, they were clearly being overhunted by our 2 families in the hunting camp. That, we shouldn't have had 2 families in that hunting camp. That's for sure. We'll get these constructions done as soon as we can. And we could construct a backyard extension over here if we really wanted to, but I don't think there's a reason to as of right now. I do want to get this saw pit being worked on. In general, we have a lot of things that need to be worked. So that's fine. Expansion over there is looking good. Over here, it will take some time to get this expansion done. Hopefully, this tree goes away, but I don't think it will at this point. It's probably there to stay. Now, up here, how much are we going to actually get? 32 wheat. That's not a huge amount of wheat. But I guess it's fine. I'm thinking about having 2 additional fields here. Now, this year, they're both going to be fallow. But we can have a field that's, like, back over here like this, a smaller field. And then a field that comes down like so. They're not going to be fantastic fertility, but they'll do. So for now, these fields are fallow. 46% on the wheat, 47 on the wheat there. That's not too bad. Okay. No storage space left for production on the woodcutter's lodge. I mean, we have 31 months of fuel, so that's probably expected. Are we still grinding flour? No, we are not. Noted. But that's okay. Now, I would like to get an actual bakery, like an actual artisan bakery at some point. We do require the upgrade for that. Royal tax increased to 302. Okay, we actually have enough at this point that we can get ourselves an additional retinue member. And I would like to do so. So we're going to recruit a man-at-arms. There we go. We're now up to 5 of 24. Perfect. So we're going to be spending gold on that for a while. I always try to hit escape to close that, and it just opens the pause menu and doesn't actually close it. Okay, that is fine. Do we need 3 families on this woodcutter's lodge? I feel like the answer is no. I'm going to put it at 2. And we're going to put an additional family out in this farmhouse. That'll be fine. So out over here, we're mostly still working on construction, right? And that's absolutely fine. New families started moving in up in Waldbrand. Okay, wonderful. So we can put them probably also in the farmhouse, to be honest. We can do something like this. We only have 3 additional families, though, and so I'm going to do that for now. We need to get this construction completed. That is a fairly high priority at this point, so that'll be fine. And up over here, construction is still slowly ongoing. It's not hugely quick, but that is expected. So we've got 644 gold over here. 392 over here. So wealth is slowly trickling away over in this region. Now, we would like to go to Burgage Plots level 3. So if we were to upgrade that, what do we need? We need some tavern supply and some extra clothing stall supply. Okay, so we do have this tailor's shop here, right? And they're currently making gambesons. But we might want to do a production focus of clothes right now. We've been making gambesons for a while, and that's probably fine. We can probably just continue like this. So construction on the manor has finished up over here. That is, of course, building that garrison tower. And that means that we can have more people in the retinue here. But that's going to be expensive to recruit. Very expensive to recruit. Okay, so that's going to take a while. We'll need quite a lot of gold for that. The way that the gold works, of course, that means that we want to bring up our regional wealth, and the regional wealth of this region is absolutely going up. We are exporting quite a lot of relatively good goods. Iron slabs and roof tiles, we're exporting. So that should be pretty decent. We may want to consider investing in a horse here, actually. How much stable space do we have here? We can have 2 horses, in theory. So let's order a horse here. That'll be fine. Excellent. And then back over this direction, it is currently July. I want to check in on the progress on these burgages. I mean, it's slow progress, to be sure. Also, we are at 425 gold now. Good. That is excellent. Down over here, we are at 4 families. Okay, so we definitely want a family in this mining pit. We want a family in this stonecutter camp as well. Have we built the bloomery yet? We have not. So we're still working on these burgages here. Okay. Now, tavern supply over here. We have a tavern right here. Does this indicate that we need more people working at the tavern, or is this indicating that we need this brewery to do more things? That's an interesting question. We're currently waiting. Presumably, we do not have the barley that we need right now. I'm assuming that we turn barley into beer. We've got 25 barley in that storage, and 51 in this storage. So that should be fine, in theory. We've also got 561 small shields. I feel like that's a little more than we need. We should maybe sell some of those small shields. So we're going to come in here. I want to, actually we've got 582 in total. We're going to export some small shields, and that is going to be going down to, how many do we want to keep in stock? 100, maybe? And we'll do the same thing with war bows. We'll export some war bows, and we're going to bring that down to about 100. We'll just maintain a stockpile of about 100 of each. Cool, so that's more things to export. We could definitely throw a family into the trading post and order them a horse. I'm going to order the horse, and we're also going to pull in one more family into this trading post. Cool. We are going to need more families in the farmhouse, but for now, that will do. So, back down over this way. Let's take a look at what we've got going on. Okay. I want a family in the saw pit. That'll do. And of course, we've got these supplies over here that would eventually need to be moved. But we would need someone in the storehouse in order to do that. And we could actually do that. So let's do that right now. We should also probably up our generic storage here. I would like to do the same for the granary, but we'll need to wait until we have those saw pits a little bit more operational, right? So that'll be fine. We just need 10 planks here. Cool. And then our marketplace is here for now, but we'll get that handled. So we have 356 gold right now. We actually don't have enough. Oh, we don't have enough stable space up here in Waldbridge. Really? Really? That's interesting. It makes sense, but I thought I checked that. I might have looked at the pasture space. Okay, so we should definitely do something about this. This pretty much means we need a hitching post, and we need one right now. So that is, if I recall correctly, under logistics. Yes. Okay, so we're going to put that in right up over here. And that needs to be utmost priority on the construction. We don't want that horse to run away that we just paid for. Come on, people. Get over here and build it. They're not building it. Any moment now, someone will come and build this. right? It's on highest priority. It doesn't need any transported goods. We've got 2 families on construction. Any moment now. They really don't want to build this. Okay. Well, that's exciting. This is literally highest priority on the construction. No one is doing it. Are we building burgages? No. What are we building? Why aren't we building this? I have no idea what our unassigned families are doing right now. Okay, that is very exciting. I want to pop up over here real quick and just check to see how we're doing. 3 months of fuel is not phenomenal. Okay, that's definitely noted. We probably don't need 2 families working on this large storehouse right now, although it might be a useful thing. How much firewood do we have on hand? A fair amount. So let's have a second family in the charcoal kiln for right now. That'll do. Okay, so we do want to have families in the storage there, for sure. And I'd also like to order another horse here. We've got the stable space here, so let's order a horse there. Sounds good. Now back over here, is anyone going to construct... Wait, is he constructing? They're constructing. Okay, finally. It's about time. Okay, so the hitching post is now done, and we're going to upgrade that to a small stable. That's not the utmost priority. At this point, we're not likely to have anybody run away. 7 of 8? Hang on, I expected that to be 7 of 7. I guess that is 2 stable space. Okay. I'm okay with this. We should order another horse over here. Did our horse run away? I don't think so. We can assign a livestock worker here, and we'll assign a second one. There we go. So the horse should be on permanent assignment to the trading post for right now. And here's the horse in question, Toman. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so we've only got 3 months of food as of right now. That is, of course, a bit of an issue, but the harvest is going to be coming in next month. That said, we probably still have flour, don't we? We do. So another family on the communal oven is not a bad idea. We'll get going on that. I don't think we need another family on the windmill, but another family in the farmhouse, not a bad idea. So these fields over here, they were quite early, rather, I should say quite late, in when they were planted. So that's all understood. This down here, this is relatively fine. We've got these 4 fields here. I kind of want to have another couple of fields up over this direction. So like 1 out over here, and this is for fallow purposes. 1 out over this way, like this, and then 1 out over this way, like that. These are going to remain fallow for now. Okay. So that is absolutely fine up over here. We're at 6 months of food, 3 months of fuel. Right, we just assigned somebody over to the charcoal kiln, so we should get a fair amount of charcoal over here. As far as this goes, in Waldbrand, we are low on food, but we just assigned someone to the communal oven, which should help deal with that. We have a good amount of flour right now, and we're about to get more, so that seems good. Over here, we have 2 available families. We should only have 1 as of right now. So, where do we want to assign this family? We could put them in the farmhouse. That is an option. And we're going to want a second set of fields over here pretty soon. I think we're going to put one about here. And then I'm going to put 2 smaller fields up over this way. 1 and 2. That'll be fine for now. So those are going to remain fallow for the moment. We'll swap over to those after the harvest. Sounds good. The harvest will be very, very, very soon. Excellent. So we've got 445 gold here. We've got 2 families and, in theory, 2 horses. But we're waiting for the second horse to be delivered. And that is an ox there. Okay. That's fine. Out over here, I want to check in at the trading post. I want to make sure that we have 2 permanent livestock assignment here. Okay. We should have this horse on the way in. So that looks good. That will allow us to do trade a little bit more efficiently. So that is excellent. Now, we're at 445 over here, so we are clearly going up in gold amount, in regional wealth. I'm going to bump our land tax up to 5 to be equivalent with what it is up over here. Excellent. So that is all looking pretty decent. We can come down over here. I think we're basically ready for the harvest at this point. I'm going to assign a family to the farmhouse. And we'll hopefully have another family move in before that ends up happening, like before this ends. We've got a lot of living space available here. So after we finish this construction of this large storehouse, we may want to consider just filling out the farmhouse with anyone else that we can. Okay, treasury change, noted. New family moving in over here. I do want to construct a church over here. This is going to be necessary to continue to advance. So a church like down over here, not enough goods. We're still lacking planks. Okay. Noted. Probably because we don't have much for oxen moving things around. Probably. That's the theory, anyway. Okay, so as soon as this field is harvested, we are going to... And actually, we are harvesting now. As soon as this field is harvested, we're going to delete it and make sure that it gets this little corner here. That'll be fine. And we're working on harvesting over here as well. Looks excellent. And we should be harvesting here also. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to have some of these fields finishing up. We don't want to be plowing them. What we can do here is we can set this to be wheat. This would be barley. I believe this one is intended to be flax, and this one is intended to be wheat. So we'll do that, and then as these finish up, we'll have them be fallow. So this field here is not quite done harvesting. Actually, it is. We'll make that be fallow. We're letting them continue to work on this, but we want to make sure that, well, for now, we can have this be 92%. Wow, okay. And then this can be flax at 74, and then barley at 59. That's okay. So that's all fine, and then up here, we're going to be doing the same thing, where this is going to be probably wheat, flax, and I guess that can be barley. And then this one will be replanted as... Actually, let's make this be wheat. This will be replanted as barley. No, let's change it around. Flax here, and then this would be barley, and then this one will probably become flax, or wheat. One of those two. We'll do a bit of crop rotation there. That'll be fine. But we need to turn off these fields as they get harvested. So this one's almost done, as is this one. Okay, this is going to be fallow. This one is going to be fallow as soon as it gets finished. It's not quite there yet. Let's check in on this one. Fallow. Okay. Still a little bit of harvest to be done here. Fallow here. These are not fully harvested. That's okay. So we just need this one to finish. There we go. Fallow. And let's pop up over this direction, see what we've got going on. Okay, this is going to be fallow, and this is also going to be fallow as soon as we can. It's not quite done being harvested yet, apparently. There's this one patch right here. Okay, now we're going to leave that fallow. So this is going to be planted not as barley this year, but it's going to be planted as something else. That's okay. I want to check down over here. Okay. That's all relatively fine. We're still harvesting over here. I want this construction family to actually be helping out over here, though. So these 3 fields are going to be fallow. These 3 fields are going to be planted, is the idea. Okay. So we're now starting to work on plowing these up over here. And over this way, we're still working on the harvest. Looks good. Over here, we're waiting on, I think, just this field to be finished with the harvest. There's a couple of locations over here that still need to be harvested. There we go. So this field is going to be wheat this year. Cool. Let's just double check these. These should all be fallow. And these are all planted. Out over this direction, these should all be planted. These should all be fallow. And for now, these should all be planted. And that'll be fine. Although we may crop rotate those, I'm not sure yet. We'll take a look at that. Cool. Well, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to get this harvest finished and get to work on getting it turned into food. That will be great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.